making a list.
Checking it twice.
Has it really been 20 years since we were first introduced to the holiday classic, the Santa Claus? Break out the milk and cookies and hang up those stockings, because 22 Vision caught up with this young cast to find out what they're all up to 20 Christmases later.
Let's go!
The role of Charlie was played by the adorable Eric Lloyd. This talented 7-year-old beat out hundreds of youngsters to land the coveted role of the Son of Santa. And he reprised it in the film's 2 sequels. After the Santa Claus, Eric continued to act frequently, appearing in numerous films and TV shows before taking a break to enroll in film school. After graduating from Chapman University, the talented Eric has emerged back on the scene, working both in front and behind the camera. In addition to rocking out in his band Radio Mason, Eric is in the midst of launching a film and music production studio facility in Los Angeles. Way to go, sport!
Hey, Daddy called me sports, like you.
Wonderful.
22 Vision fun fact: the day before filming began for the scenes at the North Pole, the rambunctious Eric was playing on some rocks and fell face first onto a boulder, knocking out his 2 front teeth. But thanks to some makeup, clever camera angles, and some impressive last-minute molded fake teeth, his injuries were hidden. Although, if you look closely in some scenes, you're able to notice those man-made chompers. The role of Judy the Elf was played by the adorable little Paige Tamata. We all remember that infectious smile, quick wit, and of course, her legendary hot cocoa.
Not too hot, extra chocolate. Shaken, not stirred.
After the Santa Claus, Paige went on to guest star on numerous TV shows like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Seinfeld, and even on Tim Allen's show, Home Improvement. Nowadays, Paige is retired from the entertainment business, and after graduating from Cal Berkeley, this intelligent beauty went on to become a high-level business executive at a major retail corporation. Retail, huh? Looks like the role of Judy had quite the effect on her. 22 Vision fun fact: another fun case of art imitating life. Remember the little girl at the park who sat on Santa's lap and asked for ballet slippers? That was little Tabitha Lupine, who these days is a dance teacher and choreographer in Ontario, Canada. So we guess Santa really did bring her those ballet slippers after all.
Excuse me, are we on a coffee break?
We don't drink coffee.
Then I guess the break is over.
The role of Bernard the Elf was played by the hilarious David Krumholtz. Prior to the Santa Claus, David was already well known to audiences for his memorable roles in Addams Family Values and Life with Mikey. Since the Santa Claus, David hasn't stopped working. In addition to reprising his role in the sequels, this talented actor continues to rack up quite the impressive resume, most notably in hits like 10 Things I Hate About You, Numbers, and the Harold and Kumar series. These days, David has been getting a lot of viral attention on his website, weatherfrom.com, for playing a 72-year-old Jewish grandmother named Gigi. The character, based on David's late grandmother, is so popular that there's already a TV show in development. Hey, maybe Gigi would make a good Mrs. Claus. Which now brings us to jolly old Saint Nick. The role of Scott Kelvin, aka Santa Claus, was played by the hilarious Tim Allen. Fans already knew him as Tim, the Toolman Taylor, on the extremely popular 90s sitcom Home Improvement. In addition to that series, which ran for 8 seasons, Tim starred in numerous films, including the Toy Story franchise, where he provided the voice of Buzz Lightyear. These days, you can watch Tim on the ABC sitcom Last Man Standing, which is going strong into its 4th season. He's also gearing up to reprise the role of Buzz Lightyear in Toy Story's 4th installment, due out in 2017. 22 Vision fun fact: for 1 week in November 1994, Tim Allen was clearly on top of the world. Not only did he have the #1 movie at the box office, he also had the #1 rated television show and the #1 New York Times best-selling book. Tim was definitely a good boy that year.
Whoa!
So there you have it, 20 Christmases later, and the kids from the Santa Claus have grown up into wonderful adults. Right, Comet?
Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. When I wake up, I'm getting a CAT scan.